how y'all doing out there? So, today was a day, I kind of want to say it was a wasted day, but then again it wasn't. It was a day of learning. John came over, thank God, because I really needed his help. And we were playing around that well again. And I don't know how many of you out there has ever put a well in or knows much about putting a well in. We would prime the pump and it would run. And it would run as long as you wanted it to run. Then you shut it off. You could turn it back on. If you turned it back on within 10 minutes, it would run again. It would run some more. Did a good job. Did a good job. Pumped a lot of water. But if you shut it off and you waited more than 10 or 15 minutes or half hour or an hour or so, you plug it back in, you lost your prime. And so I thought of a few different problems that could cause that, a few different things that could cause that. We wanted to work on the simple stuff first before we got into what we really thought it was to begin with. But so we spent the whole day doing these little simple things, trying to see if maybe it's this or maybe it's that. And we finally got it to work at a lower volume, which was sort of an experimental thing that we did by basically putting a sleeve down inside the drop down pipe and a solid sleeve, because I had suspected that when we did the pounding, you know, we hammered the pipe into the ground 17 feet. We hit water at 13 feet and we drove another 4 feet deep. And anyways, hey, you get along down there. We drove the pipe in 5-foot sections. And so, you know, each section has a coupler on it and then another 5-foot section. And what I'm pretty sure happened was when we were driving, we didn't get those sections on there tight enough. When we were driving, at least one of those sections came loose enough that it's allowing just a little tiny bit of air in there. It's not leaking super bad. It's pretty much waterproof. It's just not airtight. And so the pump is able to suck, and the hand pump, you can suck the water up, but the electric pump just doesn't have it. It just can't do it. So you prime it that way, and then the electric pump will work, but then you shut it off, whether you use the hand pump or the electric pump, after a half an hour, you lost your prime. Even though the pump itself is still primed, for some reason, beyond the check valve there's no prime. So it has to be that there's air being allowed into that line somewhere. And that's all it could possibly be. Now, like I said, we did sort of a little test run and everything, which reduces the volume that the thing can put out, and it's working and that. But we need more volume than that. So tomorrow we're going to have to do it again. We're going to have to actually pull those 17 feet of pipe clear out of the ground and check and see if there's anything cracked or any holes in anything, or check it and make sure everything's tight. And then we're going to have to put it all the way back in again, and that should do it. That should be what it takes. But I've been working on this way too long for a guy who's supposed to know water, and I'm a little embarrassed about it. But hey, it's YouTube. You got to be honest, right? So anyway, you know, it's going to get cold tonight. Down below 32, below freezing. I'm not too worried about my peas that I already planted, because they can take at least a couple of good frosts. Although I think we've already had a couple. It just doesn't want to warm up this year. It seems like it's been that way every year for some time lately, the last 9-10 years, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's why I haven't planted anything but cold weather peas. I wish I could plant more, but the weather's not cooperating. So anyways, tonight it's going to get cold. So what I did for the rabbits out there, you know, there's no heat out there. They're in a lean-to with no end on one side, with no wall on one side. So I gave them more straw, and 2 days ago I gave them a lot of straw. So now they've got tons of straw. I hope it's enough that they can keep warm. I know the male is doing a real good job. He's made himself sort of a place to burrow in, and he surrounds himself, you know, cocoons himself in that straw at night. The females, they just trample over the straw, and then they just kind of huddle together, you know, which I don't think would work near as well as if they'd huddle together inside a nice tunnel of straw, but they just don't seem to be smart enough to do that. I don't know, maybe it's just not cold enough for them to do that. I don't know. Chickens down here are getting way too big for this box, and they're starting to get to where they're henpecking each other a little bit, and I don't like that. But they are cute. They kind of look like little yellow bald eagles right now because they don't have, you know, anything here or up here, and just their face kind of looks like a bald eagle in a way. They have about that shape, you know, but yeah, you would never guess there's chickens, I don't think, if you didn't know better. But I'm looking at them, they're right down here, you probably can't see them. But anyways, they're set up. I've been neglecting cleaning more than usual around here because of the fact that don't have a lot of hot water. Have some, but it ain't enough. And anyways, that's how it is sometimes. Things don't always go your way, you know. In my house, I got some chickens. Now, we are building the chicken coop. That shouldn't take long to get that going once we have a whole one nice day. It is probably all it would take. This cold weather slows us down. We're wearing more clothes, and that makes you slower. And I don't know about you guys, but I get tired when, like today, it wasn't super cold. It was probably in the 40s, 50s maybe. But windy, oh so windy, wind blowing 40, 50 miles an hour, blows right through your clothes and stuff, and I mean to tell you, it makes me tired, it really does. It's like swimming, like you feel like I've been swimming all day long, you know. It's only about 6 o'clock right now, and if I sat down to watch some YouTube, I guarantee you in 5 minutes I'd be sleeping, you know. But yeah, well, that's life, you know. Anyway, yeah, this is, well, I don't know what this is, day 21, I think, a lockdown. I have to check before I put this up tightly. But, yeah, I hope you guys are out there having a good time, and, you know, enjoying yourselves, and, you know, having fun in lockdown, I guess. You got to find something to do, and I hope you found something that's a little bit fun. In my home, I got some chicken.